Welcome back, everyone. Today we are talking about context. Context, sort of like what the name suggests, is kind of the historian strength. And we'll dive into what that means in just a second. But this is a strategic thinking strength. So it falls under that domain. And I have context. It's my number 10 strength. So I'm familiar with it. I've worked with it. It's on the lower side of my top 10. And a lot of people I've worked with have context. So I'm really excited to get to talk about this because I think it can be so useful in a work environment as well as in life. And as with any strength, it comes with its challenges. And so we're going to talk about that today. My disclaimer, as always, is that this is talking about context as if it is the only strength that exists in your profile. So some of these things may really resonate with you, some of them may not. Just depending on your makeup of top strengths. If you're interested in doing a more nuanced deep dive into your strengths and then kind of continuing this video series, you can absolutely do that. You get 10% off because you're part of this series. So just click the button at the bottom of the email and schedule your strength session. We'll spend 2 hours together having a great time going through your Clifton Strengths report. Okay. Let's kick it off with the overview definition of context, the way that Clifton Strengths describes it. So, perspective and background are important for people with strong context. That's like an understatement. But looking back, perspective, knowing what happened before, understanding all the pieces that led us to here, that's really important for you. You value retrospective viewpoints because you believe that it's where our answers lie. You take time to look back in order to better understand the present. And from the past, you are often able to discern blueprints and pathways for the future. So we kind of look at context as look back in order to go forward. So, as someone who has context as a dominant strength, you may feel disoriented or uncertain when you aren't able to see patterns that are stemming from past events. At times, others might become impatient with you because you really strive to understand the history of any and every given situation. So, despite other people's feelings about how you process information in the world, it's important for you to understand historical context because this is where you derive your confidence for making decisions. So, context is all about looking back, which can get a little bit of a negative connotation, but I think it's super important. There's so many positives to go along with this strength. So let's hop into the next video and talk about context at work.